He's back on the Cruz show. This is my guy. This is family. XO, Rock Nation, Belly is back on the Cruz show.
Hey,
let's get it.
El Padrino.
106, El Padrino.
El Padrino is back.
Here's the talk, right? Belly is supposed to be my son's grandfather. I'm sorry, godfather.
How did this all happen? Explain.
Godfather.
Cruz,
No.
How did this all happen?
Well, because we were talking about, when Cam wasn't here yet, you know what I mean? We had this discussion and we had a moment and he was like, yo, I'm going to be your son's godfather. And I was like, oh, word. And at first I just thought he was saying it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
No.
But no, he's dead ass serious.
No, I just brought it up again before we started this interview.
Yes, you did. Dog.
Oh, wow.
We need to make that happen.
I'm
What do
going
you
to
think?
be El Padrino.
Yes. And actually, right now, my wife and I are discussing who the godparents should be. And
Hey,
it's
Cam's gonna have
clearly
some really
Belly.
good Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I don't want to pressure you guys into anything, but I'm
No.
just saying, just at least have my picture on the board when you're making the discussion.
You're the guy. You're the
That's
guy
what's up.
because I don't know anyone else. You know what I'm saying? So you're the guy. I don't trust
Amazing.
anyone else.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
I have some trust issues, I think.
I know. But when it comes to your son, you should.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have trust issues, Belly? About anything?
Always.
Really?
Always.
Especially about music. You don't want that leaked. You don't want that tampered with, right?
Yeah.
So you hang
I like
on
the
to stuff.
final product to be out. Like, I really don't even like to play the music until I know like it's in like a final place at least.
That's right.
Yeah.
December, you said Midnight Zone was done, right? But then Jay-Z wants to hear it, so you got to open up the album. And you said, yo, when a legend wants to hear your music, open it up.
Yeah.
Be humble that way, right?
Yeah, of course.
And you can't take that as a sign of disrespect or like, oh, God,
Not
what is
at
he going
all.
to say?
Not at
But it's
all.
Jay-Z, right? And then we see the video. You guys are vibing in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
What went on there?
Man, he just really he put his hands in the album.
Yeah,
and really like, he loved the album from the beginning, and he was like, in terms of the order I did, I'm gonna be biased about certain stuff that I want people to hear first, and it's like I'm not, it's my first like real debut album on this side,
sure.
So for me it's like a big deal, and there's a lot of pressure involved with decision making. So it was so dope to have somebody that how much I idolize Jay. So
Of course.
for him to come in the studio, he just kind of like reordered the album, and he was like, and it made the whole album sound different.
Really?
Like different. Like I was like, whoa. Like,
You were
this is-
okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
Jay-Z.
Right.
Yeah.
I was honored with that, to be honest with you.
Straight up.
And then he was like, yo, like you're on a good vibe right now. Like I see like, the more recent music I was making was like fitting a different pocket. So he was like, make more music. Let's add to this. Where a lot of people right now are trying to make shorter albums.
Mm-hmm.
So
EPs.
so I tried to make almost like in between. It was probably like 9-10 records at the time. He was like, no, add records to this. Like, you're on a wave right now. Put more.
Did he start when he's listening to them? Did he start humming to himself? Did he start going at it? Because he's still an artist.
Every time he would hear a line, he would look at me like this, like. And turn around. So that's crazy, man.
Say, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm coming for you, my G." That's what
Nah,
we doing. No, not like that. But you want to be the best.
Of course.
Right?
To me, like I said, like when I write, like I really be feeling like Hov is sitting across the desk waiting to mark my sheets.
Right. You picture him in front of you as if he's about to grade your bars.
Yeah, 100%. If like it doesn't live up to that standard, then why you rapping?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Belly is here. It's Cruz Show, Power 106.
That's amazing. Like I was just telling Cruz, like the one person like in the industry that I would love to sit with. There's only one, would be Jay-Z. And I feel like if I even had a 5 or 10 minute conversation with that man, I would probably learn so much just in that 5 or 10 minute conversation.
Did he learn anything from you?
I don't know, man. You have to ask him that question.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? He
I
caught
just
that
know-
wave.
I just know when the album was handed in, he hit me back and said, "This is amazing." Those were the 3 words that he sent back.
This is amazing. Wow.
That's all you would need is those 3 words.
Yeah. We're ready to go.
Any
emojis?
Any emojis? Like
Trophy emoji. Trophy emoji.
No emojis, man.
I don't think Jay-Z's not an emoji person. I don't know. I don't see that.
He's probably not. You feel me?
No, exactly.
I only answer back with emojis now.
I know you
through
do.
text and like
Yeah.
emoji gang, my G. You know what I mean?
It's the modern day hieroglyphs, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Belly is here. I'm happy. He's the godfather of my son. Straight up.
Padrino.
We're gonna have to go to church. You're gonna be in church with a lot of Mexicans.
Hey, man. I love it.
That's right. That's
I love
right.
it.
And you know the Padrino contributes. They have the Padrino over the cake, of the outfit.
Oh, Padrino got to pay for all that?
Yo, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family, my guy.
Bro, yeah, I didn't know that.
Y'all didn't know that?
Yeah.
You got to pay your way.
You
to
do.
be
My
Yeah,
Padrino
of
never
course.
paid for nothing.
Yes.
I don't even know my Padrino.
Yes, you do.
How many people you support? You hold down a lot of people, right? You
They
take
hold
care
me
of your
down,
people,
too.
and
They hold me down,
they
too,
hold
man.
you down spiritually as well, right?
They hold me down every way. So
That's the
whatever,
way to do
man.
it.
It's just whatever you have an abundance of, hold your people down with it. If
That's
it's love, hold them down with love.
Yeah.
If it's money, hold them down with money. If it's whatever it is, man, whatever you got an abundance of, that's
That's
what you
right.
hold your people down with.
Midnight Zone is on its way. What's the narrative for the album? Where's the direction for Midnight Zone?
Well, Midnight Zone, the term, it's the part of the ocean that the light can't reach. So it's like, it's what I emerged from. That's what I feel like. This is, me coming out of the Midnight Zone. And like I was there for a long time, bro.
Sure.
I know, man. Like you guys have been, I've been
We've
coming
seen
up
the
here.
progression.
Yeah, and I've been telling
man.
my story up here for a long time,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
So, yeah, man, it was like a dark time for me through a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
doing this music and like getting like a platform and an outlet, basically, like helped me through a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So this album is almost like the triumph,
Wow.
It's the phoenix that rose from the ashes, So that's why I call it the Midnight Zone. It's like
The rose from the concrete?
that's right, man. It really feels like that to me. Like I really listen to the album and like, man, I don't want to get corny or nothing, but I be getting emotional listening to that album.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, all of that, and this is what came to fruition. This is
Like,
how
look
it all.
at it now.
Yeah. And
Do
it's
you have
crazy.
something that reminds you of the past that you won't let go? That keeps you humble, that reminds you of where you started?
Yeah, I have so many situations, man. Bro, I sat in the parking lot for 12 hours waiting for Birman to see me.
12 hours.
Yeah. And it was like 5 seconds. Like, hey, what's up? All right, cool.
Right.
That was it. A lot of people. First time I tried to give Dame Dash. I tried to just tell him about myself. He was like, "Where's the music?" I said, "I don't got music." I said, "Get out
What
of
are
my
we
face."
doing?
Yeah, get out of my
Wow.
face. I don't want. I've had people run me through the gauntlet, bro.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I don't. I get how it is.
Well, listen, as a new artist, you're sold dreams, right? You're told one thing when it's really the other.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of times too, I don't blame a lot of people for the way they acted. I know what this game is about now. You know what I mean? So like I see how it is. Like it gets annoying.
Well, we forgive, but we don't forget. Am I right?
100%. I'll never forget. That's what drives me every
Straight
single
up.
day. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But at the same time, like I just won't allow myself to become that. No matter how annoyed I am, no matter how many people have come up to me that day, I'll never let myself be that person.
Are you out to prove people wrong, or do you want to prove yourself right?
It's all the same.
Yeah?
So I'm not trying to prove nothing, bro. I love making music.
My man.
People are listening to it now. I finally have ears. This is what I dreamed of my whole life. You can take away my whole image, delete my Instagram, delete all that.
Let's not do that.
And just make sure.
Let's
And just
not-
make sure.
let's not delete the gram.
Just make sure the music lives.
That's
You know,
right,
If the
that's
music
right.
lives, forget what I look like. Forget who I am. Forget all that. My
Yeah.
music is who I am.
The
My
music is what says it all.
Yeah, and that's the one thing
Absolutely.
that'll live forever. Once this vessel is gone and rotten,
Wow.
my music will live forever. So that's what I work on.
That's crazy to even think that while you're making music, like while you're in that process, you're like, yo, this music is going to outlive me. This music is my legacy in a sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally
Absolutely.
get
And
that.
it'll never go away, and it'll never die.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
You looking fit, my guy. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
I
He's
know
getting ready
it's
for the
not easy.
baptism.
I know it's not easy, my G. I know we got to get
I'm
ready
still
for,
working
because
on
we got to shop for suits. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to eat all like good Mexican food too.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, make sure I come down.
I got to introduce you to my moms, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, you're looking better. You're feeling better, right? Are people treating you different because you're looking different?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
People treat you different when you
That's
look
fair to
better.
say. It's sad. It's sad. It shouldn't be
sucks.
like that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
But
right.
no, it's definitely like that, man. It's definitely like that. I mean, I used to walk into certain designer stores and be like, "What's the biggest size you got?" You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like that too.
Nah, let me tell you
Right.
something, dog. You walk into Versace, they don't have fat kid
No, look.
sizes. You feel me?
No, I promise you, they come out with like, it'd be like, yeah, here,
it's
here's,
European
it'd be like,
extra
like,
large.
here's a 5X, like.
Oh,
here you go.
yeah. You're like, no, that
they
isn't.
butt.
What?
Yeah.
It's a 5X right here.
And
Here
when
you
it's
go.
a
Put that
5X,
on.
the
It's like-
neck is all stretched
Wow.
out. It ain't even right,
Oh,
dog.
No,
right?
but it'd be tiny. It'd be like this
Yeah,
big.
it's all little.
Oh,
It's
yes,
'cause
sir.
it's a European.
5X, sir. Like, what? What you talking
It's like,
about?
my man, you got 4 more of those so you can, sew them together so I can
Yeah.
rock it, dog?
Right? Exactly.
But people treat you different when you look better. And it's sad, but that is the crazy world that we
I
live
mean,
in.
honestly, I think the biggest thing from this is like just feeling comfortable in what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, I'm a fashion guy, bro.
Yes,
like I
you are.
love to dress. You know what I mean? So
dog.
when I got to a weight that I couldn't dress the way I wanted to dress no more, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't health, it wasn't nothing. It was like, yo,
I want to look
why
right.
am I not fly no more? Like,
right.
you know, like that's for me. That's really what I like to do, man. Like I like to get fly. I like to dress up. I like to go out. Like so.
Yeah.
You know, all of that turns into confidence, and it turns into,
Yes, it does.
you know, making you something bigger and better. And that's all I wanted to do, man. Just get better every day.
Let me tell you something.
what's
That
up.
LA Leaker freestyle, my guy. Jesus Christ.
Man, it's a moment.
I'm so proud to say that came out of Power 106, man.
Yes.
Nah, for real. Me too, man. Because it's really family over here. So it was good that it came out of here.
Shout out to
you
the
know?
Leakers. You know, and Hove said he was having an amazing night.
Yeah, man. It was.
And then you play the video at Coachella, my G.
Yeah. It was special, man. It was a really special moment, bro.
Yeah.
For real. And like, till today, I still get people hitting me up like every single day about it.
Yeah.
Every day. People
Exhibit
discover
was
it.
here too, and I was like, "Yo, did you see that Belly LA?" He was like, "That shit was crazy."
Crazy, man.
Isn't that crazy when
yeah.
other artists are like complimenting
Well, yeah.
you or like they're,
After that-
they're vibing with you?
After that, Jay-Z, 2 Chainz, people start
Yeah.
hitting you like, "Well, yo, we just saw what you did."
Yeah, man. It was dope. I actually had the paparazzi cassette tape.
Yeah.
That's how I remembered that beat.
Yeah.
So I was like, what like inspired me when I was a kid? Like, what made me like that song inspired me so much, and like it was just so fresh in hip hop at the time. You know, shout out to Exhibit, man, for real. Because again, like to have somebody that I grew up, you know, and
Yeah.
he inspired me when I was a young guy. For him to say that, is
Yeah,
crazy.
he was like, "Yo, that shit was fucking dope." Yo, Belly is here. It's the Cruz Show, Power 106, #1 for hip hop.
Come
Midnight
on.
Zone is on its way. Do you
sir.
have the visual for the album cover done?
I've had it done twice now.
Oh yeah, that's a process.
I'm going into time number 3 as we speak.
Why?
I just want to represent. Now that I have the whole sound done and it's in
Yeah.
front of me,
Yeah.
I want to really represent what's on there. you know?
Right. Congratulations on the Coachella appearance.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Coachella's
Thank
a
you.
vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's
Thank you,
major.
sir.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
Yeah,
It's
it was,
crazy.
It was a dream come true for me.
Yep.
Definitely.
There was an incident, and I saw it, and I was like, "Fuck, what happened there?" You know what I'm saying? Security. I don't know what happened.
Whatever,
we
man.
weren't there. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
But I'm glad that you made it out of that, and you were like, "Yo, I'm not shook off that."
Nah, I'm never shook off that, man. We
Good.
we grew up different, so you know you brush that kind of stuff off and keep it moving.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
Or else it gets in your
You just
way.
got to stay on your feet, man. Never let them stop you and end up where you said you was gonna go.
Right,
And that's
right,
exactly what I
right.
did. The analogy of life and what happened that night. So.
Sure. Do you let it go, or are you considering legal action?
I mean, we having discussions, man. We
Sure.
just leave it at that.
Yeah. That shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, "Yo, that's my baby's godfather, man. What are we doing?"
You was almost gonna jump in, right?
I can't believe they treated Al Padrino like that.
You feel me?
They're treating Al Padrino wrong.
How dare they? You feel me? Yo, Belly is here, man. 4 days featuring YG on some California, on some LA
had to.
shit.
I
You
had
feel
to,
me?
man.
Yeah,
I had
right.
to, man.
And it felt like a California song before YG was on it.
Yeah. So I just needed the stamp, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, YG's like.
That's perfect for the stamp.
Ever since I've been out here too, YG's just been like super cool, man. Just
Yeah.
Ever since I moved to LA, he's just been really like, just like reaching out. Every time he has like a party or an event, he reaches out. Like he just, you know.
He
so it
also
was-
loves to dress and
Yeah.
and look fly. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
super
yeah.
fly.
You
Yeah.
compared him to
fashion
Pac
dude.
in that way, right?
Yeah,
Sissy?
for me,
Break
like
that
yeah.
down for me.
Well, no, I've seen you know YG perform and speak, and every time the way he carries himself and that charisma
Sure.
does give me that Pac vibe.
Right,
And I
right.
remember watching him talk one day. We were at a museum, and I was like, yo, this is our new generation Pac. I really think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really do believe that.
Shout out to YG.
Yeah,
YG is
definitely,
just
man.
one-
Holding down the West Coast.
Just a LA West Coast representative, dog, to the casket drop.
Absolutely.
Dog.
I
You
love
feel
the
me?
ad libs coming out the back. That was so
What's
legend.
up, man? I'm chilling. YG 400. What up,
The
bro?
ad libs is legendary.
Oh,
What are you wearing a choker, my
My
G?
guy, Icon does what he does, bro.
We
Don't
gotta
ever
have a
question.
neck for a choker, my guy.
don't
No,
do that
that's
to
why I
him.
can't
That's
pull
why
that
I
off.
put it on to see if I
What
still
you
have
say,
it.
Garcia?
I can't fold over it.
Yo, you don't like the choker?
Y'all are too much.
It's a vibe. You know what I mean?
The choker. Yo, you also said patience is very easy to have if you know your destiny. Right, if you can picture, and I think that's true. If you are aware of your ability, if you know your ability, if you know where you're at spiritually, if you know where you're going, it's probably easier to be patient. But you have to remind yourself of all of that, right?
Absolutely.
To remain patient.
Yeah. I mean, I remind myself, first of all, I'm still here,
That's right.
which is
A blessing.
crazy, you know.
Did
And,
you think you would live this long? Is that it?
No, not even that. I'm saying, you know, longevity-wise and even in
Sure.
music, you know. So to even still be here is like crazy.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, when I look at it, I look at what the end result for me is supposed to be. And, you know, it's got to mean something that all this happened, that I'm here, that all this is happening at the same time, that the stars are aligning. For me, it's got to mean something. What it means, I don't know, but I'm gonna live until I find out.
You're gonna find out though, straight up, man. And the underrated. If you feel underrated, that's your fault.
Yeah, work harder, man. I feel like I made the greatest album that I ever made in my life, and I think I made it because I was like, okay, y'all don't want to pay attention. I'm gonna show y'all I could do everything. This album has a piece of every part of me on it. You know what I mean? Like,
was it do or die?
No, I don't think it was do or die. I think I was comfortable making that album. Super, super comfortable, because I was like, again, like you said, like I knew my ability. I was like, okay, at least now I know my approach. I know what I gotta give y'all to make everybody stop sleeping, you know? And that's the quest. That's what you're here for. You know what I mean? To figure out how to get it right and do it. You know?
It's a great way to think about feeling like an underdog, you know, because sometimes I think, and I'm guilty of this as well, feeling like an underdog, and then it starts to feel like a complaint. Right, like
Absolutely.
I'm complaining about being an underdog.
Sometimes it can come off as a complaint. Maybe you don't mean it as a complaint, but it does kind of come off.
And that starts affecting the people around you. You feel me?
100%,
I feel that,
man, 100%. And then, you know, I think it starts to sound old, whether it's true or not. You know, it starts to sound old. It's like, man, they all sleeping on me, man. Like nobody notices me. It's like, all right, bro, you were saying that 5 years ago.
Oh my God, I know a rapper that says that all the time.
Really?
Still, yes.
What do they say?
Just
you have to say who they are.
Yeah, I won't say, but they're just like, man, how come they don't show me no love? How come I don't get my just due? And I'm just like, oh, stop, come on, go back in the studio.
You gotta just be, you gotta be, you know, the presence and the aura is something so special.
Yeah,
that people don't count it in when they count talent, right? So they see talent and they see somebody talented that maybe might not have the same fame as somebody with a bigger aura. Yeah. You know, and they'll be like, well, man, you know, I'm more talented than that person. It's like, sorry, man, they resonate with the people.
That's
the people,
exactly, dog.
The people would rather, you know, move towards that than move towards you. You can't go out there and force the people to love you because of your talent. They like something else about that person. You can't change that.
Right.
You know, so you just work on yourself, man. That's all you could do. Somebody, you know, backstabs you, work on yourself, man.
Right.
You know, you get fired, work on yourself. That's all I got to tell you. That's all I do.
Do not become the victim.
Never. I work on myself, bro. I blame myself for everything. And maybe that's like a wrong way to think about shit.
Know, yeah.
But I really blame myself for
I've been told
everything.
that's unhealthy, but I do the same thing. I think we all do. You know what I mean? If you're a creative, if you're a hustler, you blame yourself and you want to keep moving. And
100%, man. I'd rather put it on me than put it on someone else. Like I know. For me, it's like, oh, but that person screwed you over. All right, but I let him in my life. Or I let her in my life.
Right.
Well, it's almost just taking responsibility. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's
really
what it is.
Yes.
So really, what the conversation should be about is your judge of character, not what that person did to you.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe you need to be a better judge of character, and then shit like that won't happen to you.
Right.
You know
I
what I mean?
heard that. That's true, though.
That's what I mean when I say
that's
like I blame
clarity.
myself.
That's a jam right there.
That's clarity, man. And you may be biased, but in your professional opinion, when it comes to Kanye and Drake, who will outsell in the first week? Who will have the biggest numbers?
Man, I gotta give it to Drake, bro.
We have a bet going on.
He's biased.
They don't see it.
It's not about being biased, man. I was a big Kanye fan. You know, Kanye,
you were.
Yeah, I was. I think, you know, Dark Twisted Fantasy is probably my favorite hip hop album of modern times. You know what I mean? But you know, I think man, Drake does it with the music. He does it, you know, he does it in a way that I love and respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about the extra stuff and the gimmicks and all this. I'm not about all this, man. So to me, I think in the end, music will speak for itself. Sure. And,
well, that's how I feel about Ye. Even though he goes off and, you know, he says things that nobody can get with, but his music is louder than his words.
I don't know about that, but it's okay.
That's my opinion. That is my opinion.
Look, I'll say this as a fan. I'll wait and see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I hope you're right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope you're
so
right.
too, man. I hope so too, because I got a bet going on with Garcia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only person who feels me right now is Lechero. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
I think
Garcia
that-
said, if Leche is the only guy in your corner, then you got work to do.
I'm all you need in your corner, bro.
Like Belly
appreciate
said, you
that.
got to look at your judge of character. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. If Kanye loses this battle, it's my fault.
No.
I blame myself.
Blame yourself.
For making
Yes,
this
exactly.
stupid bet. That's what I get. Belly, thank you
Oh,
very much
man,
for coming
yeah.
through. You know, I
Thank
always
y'all,
appreciate
man.
your love,
Thank
respect, and
y'all,
energy.
man. Always, man.
Absolutely.
And welcome to the family. Are you trying to get a hold of her?
Look, I'm gonna pay for everything, but the only
No, you
thing
don't have to. You
no,
don't have to pay
I know,
for
no,
everything,
yeah,
Belly.
I'm gonna
No.
do it. But the only thing I want in return,
Uh-oh.
I want El Padrino T-shirts.
We can do that. Speaking of that, thank you for wearing that immigrants T-shirt.
Of
I
course,
appreciate that,
of
man.
course. That's for
Oh,
all my
thank you.
immigrants.
yes.
Shout out all the young immigrants, baby.
Young immigrants. Shout out to my parents and shout out to
Yes.
Every immigrant.
every
right.
immigrant
yes.
making
World.
it happen. Hey,
That's
listen,
right.
all the immigrants who ride Benzes, shout out to you because you worked for that. If you don't have a Benz, you got a house, you got an apartment, you got a roof over your head, you're feeding your children.
You worked
it's all
for that.
love. You
Yes.
worked
That's right.
for that.
Let me just say
Exactly.
this. If you have running water in your house,
That's it.
you're living better than 70% of the people in the world.
That's it.
Man, ain't that the truth?
So every day wake up and say God bless. That's all I
That's
gotta
it.
tell you.
That's it. Straight up, man.
There we go.
Yo, Belly, Cruz Show, Power 106, Midnight
Hey.
Zone, on the way. Let's go.
Yo.